I'll change it out after. I'll fix that after. It's whenever I hit start stream and it just does that.
Hmm.
That's weird. Okay, apparently it's... Okay, it's looking fine on YouTube now. I think this is already a scuff one. Oh, fuck. Okay, is everything looking fine? Okay, I got the chat back up. Hello, everybody. I hope this is working fine now. I'll fix this as soon as I'm going. All right. Do you know what? I'll start it as it is. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the High Ground Zombies podcast. Yeah, I know everything is now working fine now. 20 years and continuing since
That's
I
all good
promised
now.
to appear in the focus. By the way, yeah, whatever. Odin. All right, we're good now. It looks good
It's
now.
finally all good.
It's finally all good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the High Ground Zombies podcast live here on YouTube. We are back finally, and this time we have a guest, and this man is from Awoken Undead. I know the. Yeah, am I lying though? You are lying, Odin. You're always lying. All right. With this guest, he's from Awoken Undead. Yes, we have another Awoken Undead member. Please, everybody, welcome this man, Mr. Turl. How's it going, mate?
Hello.
Yes.
Thank you. Thanks for the warm welcome.
After a warm welcome, he says, after such a disastrous start. This is such a mess, I can already say. Yes, hello everybody. But yes, I know the chat's going free right now. Yes, this has been already a mess already. Sorry we had to stall like 8 minutes to try and fix this fucking shit, but we got it working. Nah, my boy Jason.
Yeah, no, Odin, I back you there.
Nah, I don't. Sorry, Odin. I really don't. Alright! Well, Turl, since you are our a guest onto our show, obviously, I'm sure if you've watched any of the High Ground Zombies podcast episodes, you'll know, or anybody new here, you know, we will go through categories to obviously make the live stream and make the podcast work. So, what is the first question, Mr. JC? Evie's there.
Okay, so are we? Would you rather we kick it off with a general talk about Call of Duty, or kick it off with the Q&A? Up to you. I don't mind.
Nah, let's just go with you know what, I think I've got it in my head. We'll work as we go because this always happens. So we'll start with obviously our guest, Turl. Welcome on in. Like I've said already fucking 5 times already. We want to talk about, obviously, about you. And obviously how you have came from Awoken Undead. And obviously your past of obviously speed runs and obviously world records to say as well, if I'm not mistaken.
I have dabbled. I've dabbled in a few world records in the past.
Dabbled. What a word. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Particularly, like my
Alpha Omega.
my biggest one was probably Alpha Omega.
Yes.
That was a bitch. I haven't played the map since.
That's a while. So what's this going back now? Gosh, what's this going back now since the last time you broke this now? Like 6 years?
Alpha Omega was 2022. I think.
Serious? Wow.
Yeah, so it was only 3 years ago.
That's wild. And obviously, you know,
Yeah.
obviously, people would say Black Ops 4. I mean, still to this day, is probably the most,
Controversial.
controversial game of Call of Duty. Can I ask why?
It genuinely, I think it is definitely the most controversial Call of Duty amongst the community. I think because you have a lot of people that absolutely love it, and you have a lot of people that hate its guts. So,
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, I'm taking Turtle then. Obviously, like Black Ops 4 is your Call of Duty, if I'm right by saying.
It is one of my favorites. 3 of my like top 10 zombies maps of all time are on that game. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
Do you
Mind me
wanna-
asking what they are?
Yeah.
So Ancient Evil, which I think is probably
Understandable.
the most agreed upon one. These next two are a bit controversial.
Oh,
So my actual tied for favorite maps of all time is actually Dead of the Night and Blood of the Dead.
wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting Blood of the Dead out of all. Like, I was sort
You
of
know
like,
what?
yeah.
I'm a Blood of the Dead defender.
Wow. So would you prefer it? Obviously, I'm taking over Maw of the Dead then, correct?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, hands down. I would have.
Not by much, but I prefer it.
Fair enough. So I'll just open up the can there. That's wild. Do you want to? Could you wouldn't mind elaborating why, if that's the case, if that's okay for you explaining?
It mainly goes down to story. I think the story of Dead or not Dead, Blood of the Dead just is far better than Mob of the Dead's. The premise crew, obviously, everyone loves them.
Yeah.
They're goated. And I kind of like the expanded areas of Blood of the Dead, and the magma gat just clears the acid gat.
Do you know what? That's a pretty
Yeah,
valid.
I
That is
mean-
valid. To be fair, I yeah.
To be fair, I feel like with Blood of the Dead, why a lot of people hate it is because it's so quest heavy, and I mean Blood of the Dead. I personally really like Blood of the Dead, but I like the more quest heavy maps. Same with Dead of the Night, as you mentioned. Yeah.
That's pretty valid, to be fair. Obviously, JC, you know my personal view on Blood of the Dead. It's simply not my favorite. I mean, to say the least. I thought that generally it
That's
was a
fair.
big disaster, to be honest with you. I get where the vision was going with Blood of the Dead. I can't lie.
Yeah.
No, I'm alright. I had something to eat at Mum and Dad's.
No worries, JC. Thank you so much for that.
I'm just on call. I'm just on call with my mates at the minute.
Let's
I'm
go.
just on call with my mates at the minute. Thank you.
When is another dull moment when that happens? I can't lie to you. Obviously.
Oh wait, was I unmuted?
We could hear everything. Yeah.
I can't lie. I
Well,
thought I
think
was
so.
muted.
That's all good. Obviously, you mentioned Dead of the Night. Can I ask why Dead of the Night is up there?
Oh, I love just the whole level design of it. I like the mansion aesthetic. The werewolves and vampires is fucking awesome, and I wish they would. Maybe not. Maybe I wouldn't wish they'd do it again, but I'm glad they at least did it once. And then again, it's another map with a goated wonder weapon. Oh, and the Easter eggs also, I think, brilliant.
Oh yeah, really? Everybody would say that Dead of the Night's Easter egg is a lot more. How can I put this? A bit of a piss take, but people always say that the boss fight is the best. And I personally, I have, JC, you'll know this as well, that we've done both Dead of the Night as well, and we think that arguably that the boss fight is quite good. That's what we did figure
I love
that
Dead
out.
of the Night. I love the Dead of the Night boss fight.
It's I think it's brilliant, honestly. I can't lie to you. Like, I think it's generally it's, in my opinion, top 15 boss fights, to be honest with you.
Top 15.
It's that-
Damn, that's
It's up there for me. I think it's one of the for the chaos ones anyway. It's one of the weaker ones for chaos. Like I prefer the elephant boss fight and
Yeah.
the ancient evil one.
Yeah. Ancient Evil's boss fight's really good. I like that one.
It's my
Yeah,
favorite one in Black Ops 4.
I like the Ancient Evil one because it is actually very challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And then obviously, you mentioned Ancient Evil as well as obviously one of your favorite maps from Black Ops 4, correct?
Of course, yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And obviously, you know, I would mention the world record, of course, that you did break, which you wouldn't mind explaining what the world record you did was, if that's okay.
Oh, the Alpha Omega one?
Yeah, the Alpha Mega one, yeah.
Yeah, so that was both the high round and the flawless high round record at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I got to round 200. It took forever. I think I was playing for like I think it was like 38 hours, over like 2 weeks.
Fucking hell.
But it was a long game. That
Oh.
could have been I could have went on, but I made a very stupid mistake. Due to lack of sleep.
36 hours a week, that's a lot of Alpha Omega.
It is a long
That's a
long time to
lot.
play Alpha Omega, and I still haven't went back, and I don't know if I will for a long time.
Obviously now the record is broken, of course.
Oh yeah.
Who
It's the
was it?
record now.
Who has it now? I think Scotty might have the high round one.
Scotty, yeah, Scotty Dog. Oh, yeah, I would imagine. Either him or Jay Scrine. I couldn't remember. It was one of the two of them. I couldn't remember because obviously, we've had Jay Scrine on. We've actually have talked with Jay Scrine, and obviously, talking to him about his records and all, and obviously, well, Scotty Dog as well is up there as well. Yeah, fair, yeah. I was also going to say sorry. But obviously, since then, from after the record, throughout the Cold War era, there's Calvin in the chat. I do see you, buddy. Yeah, I know the live stream's a bit of a scuff. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna have to restart my computer for like the next live stream because it's just weird. I don't know why. It's just apparently my CPU is at 55.8%. Do you know what I mean? Like that's just not normal at all. Like. I think it's gonna be hot, man. I'm telling you. I probably not need to lower down my sentence. I think that's probably what's happened. But yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, it looks fine anyway. We're just running with it. So since then, obviously the world record. Did you ever have to do any other records after Black Ops 4, like particularly Cold War, or?
In Cold War, I think I had a couple, kind of at the start of a few maps, so nothing too impressive. I think I had a couple of first room high rounds. I had one for Forsaken, and I think I had a couple of speed runs on some of the Easter eggs, but I had them for like maybe a day.
Oh wow, yeah,
Yeah.
They like day records, and obviously they're gonna be beaten.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit of a shame.
Other than that, I had one on Vanguard as well. The Shinonuma Easter egg speedrun, I had that. I think I might have lost that since. But I technically have if we're getting like really specific, I have the record for the fastest speedrun where the Wonderwap is built and knocked off in the box.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fair enough. Well, there we go. Yeah.
So like,
have you obviously since then, obviously you've just been sort of floating about doing, I guess, what now? What have you been up to then? I guess I could ask that.
recently I've kind of just been streaming zombies, just kind of if and when I feel like it. I did try a world record on Shattered Veil.
Yes.
That came to a very sad end. I got to around 230, I think, flawless on there before I took a very unfortunate down.
Wow. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. Obviously, you've also been really big on TikTok, if I'm right by saying.
Oh yeah. I started actually streaming on. I think I got really bored one day last year, and I was like, I'm gonna try streaming on TikTok because why not? It's there.
Yeah.
And that kind of took off. For a little while, I was getting some pretty consistent viewers on there. I managed to grow a little bit of an audience,
Mm-hmm.
and I've kind of just been like trying to keep up with it since. But yeah, it was a pretty unexpected thing to have happened.
And obviously, people would actually think about TikTok live streaming as like a big thing, but like, I find this kind of funny. Like, you ever have them one of your moments where you're just like, all right, I'll just, there's nothing to watch or anything. I think it's quite good for a lot of algorithm as well, because everybody's on TikTok right about 24/7. Let's be honest, and you're bound to like stumble across it. You know what I mean? Just on like randomly on feed, and I think that's what's good about TikTok live streaming over YouTube and Twitch. I would say is that you could have, say, a lot of like, again, viewership, and then obviously short clips and all as well. I think it's really good. I think it's quite good to see what people are doing on TikTok, and it's sort of seen a bit out of the blue, as some people would say.
Yeah, no, it's great anyway, especially for zombies. Zombies seems to do pretty well on there, especially like some of the older games. They do really well. Black Ops 2 and 3 are kind of where I got a lot of my audience.
Well, there we go. Yeah, that's fair enough. And obviously, within the recent months, then obviously we'll talk about Awoken Undead, of course, and how you obviously how we you came into Awoken Undead. So, can I ask you, like, what was like the roundabout? So, obviously, how did you know about Awoken Undead, and how obviously did you join it?
Yeah, so I think I was on Twitter one day, and it just randomly one of the tweets from the account, the Awoken Undead account, was looking for people, and I was like, shit, I've started streaming zombies again. And then I messaged Cavern and was like, yo, what's up? I'm Turl. I do this, and that. And then next thing I know, I'm added to a group chat, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm actually gonna be a part of this thing.
And obviously, Awoken Cavern, Cavern's gonna go, Awoken Undead mentioned! The aura!
Yeah, that's why I laughed. I just saw the chat.
I actually started hearing about everyone's introduction. Yeah, that is wild. And obviously, obviously how I came about it was obviously right about the same way, actually, funny enough, of you. Obviously, people retweeting. I know Flamer obviously retweeted about this whole thing, and then that's obviously I seen that. I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? We'll have a go, have a down there to see what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that honestly, I think that is the most sickest thing, and how you came about to Awoken Undead, and obviously ever since then, obviously I do mention it sometimes in my videos, the live streams, that we are getting to the stage. Yes, we know we are possibly working on a new video. When it'll be, who fucking knows? All right, it's happening. But yeah, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. JC, do you have any? I sort of left you a bit of a dry there. Tomorrow, he says.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
Sorry.
I was actually The first thing I was gonna mention was that. But
yes.
I have a slightly different question. It's still along the same lines, but how did you get to know Cavan before that? Was it literally just what you said? You just messaged him one day and...
Yeah, that was literally it. I just I seen the tweet and I messaged him, and then that was it. I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I can sit here and do nothing, or I can just message him, and the worst that can happen is he turns around and goes, fuck off.
You know what? I would have been happy if he would have said that one to me. I would have been like, "Oh, right, okay, yeah, I see this." Oh, yeah, that's wild. So, yeah, fair. Honestly, that's fair enough. Yeah. Obviously, Cameron, I think he says, meet everyone for the first time because of Awoken Undead. I was totally new to the community side of Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, Twitter. I'm not really on Twitter much.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really acquainted to the Twitter community, but
you don't.
Yeah.
Don't.
No, I'm more on Instagram. That's where I met you, Switz.
Yeah. Apparently,
I remember what name you used to go by.
Oh Jesus, let's not. That's the OG days, mate. You know that's 2016, 2017, 2018 year, man. What fantastic years they were, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Only the OGs would remember who I originally was, you know.
Oh, I think I'll probably touch on. Do you have any like big plans or aspirations for your content for Awoken Undead?
Oof, that's a good one.
That you can touch
Honestly,
on.
I just kind of want to keep doing what I'm doing, like the zombies live streams and stuff, and then whenever I can, get some of the lads record a few challenge videos and stuff, or even just live stream them, because I think it's what's been working for me so far, and I think I kind of want to stick along that course.
Yeah, that's fair, man. It's to be fair, it's nice doing what you're used to, I guess. I mean, do you think you'll branch out to other franchises much?
Not really. I do occasionally, like if I get a new game, but it's usually I kind of stick to like zombie games.
Yeah, that's fair.
To kind of keep to the same genre, but at the same time, I'll always mainly be COD Zombies. Like I don't think I'll ever fully move to something else or like stick with something else for too long.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
That's pretty fair. That's pretty valid, if you ask me. I think it's whenever you go like, say, I'm trying to think of a different type of community, like, what do you call it? Destiny or something like that. You know what I mean? Something like
Yeah.
that type of community. I think it's more when you reach out to them a lot. I think it's different. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I think
Yeah, like
yeah.
for instance, like I mean, to be fair, comparing to the Destiny community, I mean they're often very like hard in on Destiny, and I think generally the zombies community is pretty similar to that. But it's when we get a shit zombies game that everyone's like, right, we're gonna all do different things. We're going away from zombies, and then everyone comes back for the big one
Yeah.
next year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think it's going to be interesting to say the least. Well, where we're at for COD Zombies. I mean, at the moment, I'll ask everybody a general question. You know, where does everybody see COD Zombies at the moment? Obviously, Season 4's been out. And we got the release of Grief.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be completely real with you here. I haven't played it in the last while.
Don't blame you.
Not because I'm uninterested now, because I really do want to go back and play it, but I just haven't had the time to. That's literally it. I mean, the last time I properly played Black Ops 6 was just before the Tomb came out.
Oh, wow. So you haven't even played, like, the Shattered Veil then, no?
Haven't played the Tomb, haven't played Shattered Veil, haven't played Grief.
Wow. Well, you're not really missing much on Grief, obviously. I mean, we'll say what I think of Grief. I mean, it's just, let's be honest, it's just not what I was expecting, to say the least. 11 out of 10 Ballerina event, yeah. So innovative and exciting. I've enjoyed collecting all the super crazy medals. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. But obviously, it's for obviously the new John Wick event.
Yeah.
How many players is in the new Grief? Is it still the same?
Yeah, it's it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's good. Don't get me wrong. But I just didn't think it was just. How can I put it? It's just not what I was expecting. To be
Do you
honest.
do you guys plan to do like a big Grief Awoken Undead game?
Oh, I'd love to do that.
I would. Listen, Calvin, make it happen. Get Assassin on, because
Go
I know
on,
this one's
Calvin.
been AFK for a while. I would be something, to be fair. I can't lie to you. That would be sick. I think it's more fun with friends, grief modes. I can't lie to you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think it's like, see when you play with public people, I don't think it's like, it's just, it's not the same. I'm gonna be having to be honest. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, that would be sick. Might have to recruit Hypnotic.
Oh, I read about that.
No,
I've read about
no, not here, not here. Such a bastard, Cameron.
When's he getting on the podcast?
What he pays, I guess. I don't know. Let's just not. Let's just not.
Go past that.
Moving on. Get him on. No, it's not happening,
Should we-
Cameron.
Should we get Hypnotic on the podcast?
No. Okay, right. Okay. Moving on. Moving on. He'll fall free as long as you don't charge him. No, we're gonna charge him. I won't get that. Nah. I should probably stop reading that chat. Moving on. What's the next topic we should talk about here? Bar not Hypnotic.
I wanted to ask you guys,
Yes.
what do you think? What are your predictions for the final map, or what people think is the final map? I don't know if it will be. Like where do you think we're headed?
I'm not entirely sure where they're going. I had an idea at the start of the game, but now it's just kind of like I don't know where they take it. I know they obviously have to get to a point where to the opening cutscene of Modern Warfare Zombies with everyone dead around the table. Whether they decide to change that or not, because there's also the stuff from like the end of Modern Warfare Zombies with the doctor woman that I can't remember the name of right now, who gets pulled into the mirror. Maybe she like somehow ends up back in time and stops them all from dying. That's kind of where I thought they were going to go, but I'm not so sure if that's where they're going anymore. But if I was to guess, it would be that.
Fair enough.
That is pretty fair.
I mean, I don't know. We could definitely see that happen, but I'm not sure, because I mean, if I'm being honest, the writing hasn't been great.
I
So
think it's been a bit of a mess. I can't lie to you.
I mean, the gameplay is great
Yeah.
from what I've played
Oh, yeah.
/ seen. I do need to definitely get on to playing the Tomb and Shattered Veil before the next map starts happening.
You really
But-
do. Shattered Veil is like
The best.
Uh,
It's the best.
it's the best. It's the
Yeah.
Is it really that good?
I think it's really good.
I struggled with picking between it and Terminus, but I think I like Shattered Veil more.
Mhm.
So I think it's the best map in the game, and it's definitely the best map we've gotten since like Black Ops 4.
Mhm. That's pretty valid. I can't lie to you.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, Cold War didn't. Cold War maps were good, but they weren't like, none of them were like great. You know.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Apart from Martyr Toten, I think Martyr Toten is like definitely a great map. The rest of them, I can see why you think they're just kind of like they're good, but they're not amazing.
Yeah. No, I would agree with you on Mauer. Actually, I really do like Mauer.
I think Mauer
But-
was probably the best one. I mean, if we're talking about Cold War, I would have said that. Personally, I would have said Cold War, Probably your best one. I gotta be honest. I like I was about to say, no, yeah, the Forsaken. To be honest, I think that was arguably one of my favorite ones from Cold War.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely
I-
did enjoy it. To be fair, I mean, like obviously Mauer's up there.
Yeah.
Probably, probably your least favorite was definitely what was the second map again?
Oh, Firebase.
Firebase Sea. Oh my god. It's not because I didn't enjoy it, it's just because it was just that piss easy. I can't lie. It was probably the most piss easy ones out of like every of the other maps. And the boss fight on it is wasn't it though.
Yeah, the boss fight was definitely a little bit underwhelming on Firebase.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was very underwhelming. I mean, it was basically just a big elder. What was I can't remember what it's called now.
The Orda.
The order, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
It was just the Orda from the little defense missions that you do in Firebase, except it's not as threatening because it just stands there, it doesn't move. It's like you've done this so much better, like in this exact same maps. Like how have you
Downgraded it.
managed to make like the defense missions are so cool when the Order comes in, and you've somehow taken that and just made it,
Bit of laziness, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Very, very lazy.
it was just really weird.
To be fair, that was like Cold War was a very like how long did they have to make that game? It was one
not
of the
very
shorter
long.
ones,
It
right?
was like 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Sledgehammer had made the bulk of the game, but Treyarch had like 6 months to turn it around and make it a Treyarch game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It was a huge, big disappointment. Not even to mention that obviously Sledgehammer, like they just completely made a mess out of World War II, and then it doesn't really help that the fact that it just, inevitably it hit them in the end, obviously.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can't really change what's already been changed. I guess you just sort of have to, I guess, move on from it. I guess and that's the unfortunate thing about what happened with World War II in the end. And then obviously inevitably they try to come back and do Vanguard, and well, same story. You know what I mean?
Look how that went.
I know. They had to literally ask Treyarch to make the zombies game for them. Like, how embarrassing is that? Like, but do you know what? I can't lie to you. With what the turnaround was between Black Ops 6 and then obviously Vanguard, or no, what was it? Vanguard and Black Ops 6. You know what? I have to give Treyarch a bit of props for that, because obviously they had to take time away from that and obviously go focus doing that.
Yeah.
Then obviously return to go make Black Ops 6. I think Treyarch have done a really good job with what their turnaround time was, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's just a bit
Like,
unfortunate. Yeah, it's just.
I am
yeah.
I am a Vanguard defender.
Really.
I'm not going to turn. I'm not going to turn around and tell you it was good. Or well, that it was great. But I will defend that it was good at the very least.
It was
Like, unless it's
decent.
great,
Do you know, I like
but at the very
multiplayer.
least, I like Durand Zombies. Well, yeah, the multiplayer is really good. But zombies wise, I like Durand Fang,
Uh-huh.
and I like Shinonuma Reborn.
Probably I'd say
Terra
Vanguard.
Maledicta is dog shit,
Yeah, Terra Maledicta. Oh, jeez.
and the Archon, except for the Easter egg and boss fight, is dog shit.
Well, if I could.
So I'm not delusional. Like, I know that the Terra Maledicta and the Archon are shit, but I like the other two maps.
Terra Maledicta. Oh, jeez. What was it? The Archon was definitely a bit of a letdown with the ending of the boss fight. It's an amazing boss fight, I can't lie to you.
Oh, the boss is so good, but then everything after is just like, oh, Cortifex fell into a hole. Okay.
I know.
Oh, no cutscene. Oh.
Yeah. It was definitely a bit of a letdown, I had to say the least.
Yeah.
That's why after we done it, I remember doing this with Jason Hoisington. I remember we done the Easter egg, and then we were like, "Where's the cutscene?" There's no cutscene.
Yeah, I remember watching.
That
I
was the
remember
very first
watching
video
that.
I done as well. Oh, jeez. What a boss. What a boss fight, honestly. Yeah. Oh, it's so many years ago now. I'd still say multiplayer Vanguard was definitely top tier. I liked it. It was definitely enjoyable.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in agreement with Turl on this actually. I like Durham Fung and Shinonuma Reborn, but yeah, I can't defend the rest of it.
It's
Yeah, it's
valid.
bad. It's bad.
It's pretty valid. Um, have you making shorts for these long episodes? Do you know what, Calvin? I can't lie to you. No. Just no. Oh, well, moving
You know
on.
what? Making shorts, that's a really good idea, Kevin.
I think I'll be
Oh
at
yeah, Cavern's been popping off with shorts on YouTube at the minute.
6,000 last time I seen.
Bro's grinded.
Yeah, fair play. That's all I can say. Fair play. Fair play.
I think we should do that.
That would be good. That'll be something to do. To think obviously after in the next coming days. I'll think about it. Oh yeah,
Be good for engagement as well.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, anyway, have we got anything else we'd like to talk about? Obviously, minus
Yeah, I just
the Call of Duty.
I kind of wanted to touch on like what the next Call of Duty could be. Obviously there are the rumors out there. And I think if I'm right, the rumors are saying it's a Black Ops 2 sequel.
Yup.
Is that correct?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very intrigued to see what they do with that. Like how they're going to take specifically zombies with the Black Ops 2 sequel. I wonder if they're going to continue on with like a new storyline in Dark Ether or whatever, because I'm assuming it's going to end with Black Ops 6. This, as in this sort of story.
Yeah.
So I'm just very intrigued of where they're going to take it, and how and if they are going to tie it back into like I don't know, like Victus or something.
Definitely, I reckon probably what's gonna happen. Hear me out here. I reckon I know what's about to happen. Right, we get the Janus Towers, right, which is obviously going to be the next map. Right, we already know that, right. I reckon that Sam is going to open a big, massive thing, like a portal or something, and then obviously like the Dark Ether, or they get sucked into the Dark Ether, right? But obviously they're kind of stuck there, and it kind of resets the loop. I guess we'll start to see maybe returns of Nikolai or Victus. Or no, Victus. Yeah, Victus, yeah. Potentially,
Yeah.
I guess, making a bit of a comeback. And obviously tied it with the next Call of Duty.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they'll show anything huge at the end of Black Ops 6. I hope with Black Ops 6 they focus on leveling out and concluding the story that we're in right now in a nice way, but also set up the beginning of the next one. But I just hope they don't focus so much on beginning the next like arc in the zombie story,
Mm.
and more just focus on ending this one.
Mm-hmm. Because it's
So,
been a while. It's
I
been a
don't know.
long time going, this story, hasn't it?
It has. I mean, it's been going since technically Cold War.
Mm-hmm.
No, technically Black Ops 4. It started.
Mm-hmm. It'd be interesting to see what can happen. Do you have any thoughts there, Turl? You know what you potentially.
I just really hope that they don't bring back the OG crew. Not that not that I don't like them. I love the OG crew,
Yeah.
but they had their story and they have an ending, and it's an ending that I really like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I kind of I'm hoping for them to stick with it this time, and not just do the whole cop out like, oh look, it's the nostalgia that you all remember. Come back, please.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like,
I've heard people saying that that they think that the OG crew will be making some sort of return at the end. Well, in the next map, in the next map story.
hmm.
I'm really hoping not.
Me too. I'm really hoping not as well.
What about Chaos?
I would prefer. It's that's what I was just about to mention. I would prefer if they leaned into chaos instead,
Yeah.
and maybe bring some of the characters back.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what I was saying before Black Ops 6 came out. Because obviously when we had the first sort of look at Maya, is it Maya? That was her name, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Everyone thought that was Scarlet.
yeah.
So before I was talking to Switz about it, and we really wanted Chaos to come back in Black Ops 6.
Mm-hmm.
In some sort of way.
Also, it has. You know, with
And it has with the Sentinel artifact.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm hoping the Sentinel artifact is a sign that Chaos could be making some sort of a return.
I
And that
have
makes me
been
very
waiting
happy.
for a sequel to Ancient Evil since 2019, and I really want it.
Know.
And we've never been so close.
Dude, I was so mad.
It ended a cliffhanger, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's why I just really, even if they did like one map and just like ended that story, I'd be like, you know what, cool, I'll take it. At least I got an ending.
I was so mad when Alpha Omega was announced. Not that I was excited for Alpha Omega, but man, I wanted
Yeah.
one last Chaos map.
Oh man. Do you know what? I feel so bad because I said at the time, I says that Chaos was definitely the most shittest one out of all the other maps. You know, I'm one of those people, I'm going to put my hand up in the air and say, I was one of these people that said that Chaos was going to be shit, and I hope I never to see it return. But I didn't expect them to end it on a cliffhanger. I was a wee bit like, oh, really? Well, do you know what?
Imagine Sam opens a portal and Jason Blundell walks
I know.
out.
You'd be like, folks, rolling in. You're like, you missed me. Oh my god.
He's here to save the multiverse.
All we know is, we might see Jackie V walk out. He like, right, brain dead monkey heads or some shit like that. Oh dear. Oh wow. The possibilities that could happen.
Just like Nero walks out and he's like, "Hi guys, I'm Nero from Shadows of Evil."
Possibly.
It's me, Nero, Shadow of Evil.
Face the back transit, the transit horde. Face the back, hey you. Oh.
There's just like a crazy. There's just like a crazy cutscene at the end where it's just the transit bus.
Oh my god.
It's just the transit bus driving away from a horde.
God. You know, I can just imagine that happening, you know. Oh dear. Sorry, I'm just looking at, because obviously sorry. I'm just looking at the plane. It's just went past the house. It's a military one. Very nice. Anyway, off topic. Back on the topic, sorry. I Cry of Black Ops 6 ended with Shadows of Evil round change sounds. Oh dear.
What a great round.
Jeez, man. Well, anyway, obviously we could talk about that all day, but what else could we talk about?
Oh yeah. I was just gonna say this is kind of a question for both of you. What? How do you think? Like, I'm trying to word the question well. How do you think? Talking about like the future of Call of Duty again, but more going into how do you think the future of Call of Duty needs? How do you think it needs to be to get a good impact on your content creation? If that makes sense. Like, what impact are you expecting for your content creation?
Oh, God. Making me think really hard for this, Juicy. I can't lie to you. Taro, you go first.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I think for me anyway, as someone that still streams on TikTok, I think the current games it doesn't really matter as much how they're doing because I mean, I'm mostly going to stream the older games on there anyway, which seems to be what people want to see. And if the newer games are good, then that's cool. I'll play those as well on stream and people will like it. If the newer games are bad, that's cool. I'll not play them on stream and people will come in to bitch about them. So I think either way for TikTok at least it's fine because there's the engagement is there for zombies. For the Twitch side of things though, I think if the games don't kind of get a better public perception, then for smaller channels like my own, zombies might not be as sustainable.
It's pretty fair to be honest with you. Can't lie. I think that. Do you know, I did try for a wee while, did obviously go back to play the older Call of Duties, as some people wouldn't already see on the channel, the Gold Rush Challenge. I think it was more like a fun experience to go back and play, you know, especially Call 4, considering that's like the oldest game out of any of them, and it still is alive. Yeah. I'm still impressed that that game still pulls in numbers, and even World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and even Black Ops 3 for even that matter, it still has the number. It's crazy. And I think it's well for like zombies content. I have been trying to think about maybe flickering back to Black Ops 3 or World at War, you know, just for the nostalgic reasons, as well as, you know, hopefully at some stage we're going to get a better fucking PC because this is just unbearable. If we didn't have these technical difficulties, I would have a better PC. Do you know what I mean? Because then we wouldn't have these stupid things. I think if that happens, you know, I think a lot of Black Ops 3 custom videos would be really, really fun to do, especially, you know, for the content creation wise. Like, there's still people pumping custom zombies maps.
Oh,
still. Yeah. It's crazy. I know
custom zombies will keep Black Ops 3 alive, like basically just forever. I mean, it still keeps World at War like World at War content creation for custom maps is still going.
I'm still
because there's just so many.
There's that many, and you know what? You know, obviously I have World at War. Like, already as it is, that's the only viable game I can actually play on this computer I have. Do you know, it's actually interesting because I actually can't play custom zombies maps on it. Not like it's like purist, but you know, for what it's worth it, I think it's actually, you know, I think it's worth going back to play World at War as well because there's that many fun maps on it as well. Like, it brings me so vividly back to like No J456 Mr. Dalek JD days, where they would hop on with, I don't know, Mr. Waffles or something, where they go play Croydon or Suffolk Carrington or whatever, the Mob of the Dead themed like zombies maps, but on World at War. I think that's quite good, and I think there's so much detail that's been put into it, and I think it's like, you know, worth to go back to play it, to be honest, in terms of the content creational wise.
Yeah, I think with custom zombies, like it's just one of those things where it just like it sustains itself. So like you're not really gonna run out of zombies content, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like, as long as there's people willing to make maps, and there's fucking tons of them. Like there's an endless amount of ideas that they'll have. And then obviously there's people out there that are like remaster maps as well, like the guys that done Call of the Dead, Mob of the Dead, Die Rise, and they're doing Transit and Buried at the minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy, absolutely crazy.
To be fair,
Yeah,
the transit remaster looks very good.
it does.
Oh, it
It
looks
looks
sick.
very good.
There's a couple of Transit remasters being developed at the minute, and they all look sick.
Yeah. I think I've seen two of them. I saw I can't remember who's making it.
The main
People that made
ones
the
are
Dairos
Virgo,
one.
and then there's Dobby and Zella.
Yeah, I saw I saw Dobby and Zella's one. Yeah, that's looking really good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, fair enough. I think I'll be interested to see where we are next year. I guess to say,
Yeah.
I think with if Customs was a thing, COD would be dead. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Content creation for zombies definitely would have
Yeah,
fallen off a while ago if it wasn't for Customs.
I know
Yeah,
some
that- I
people
mean,
are gonna
that-
say
that was-
Warzone, but no.
There was a good period between like 2019 and like 2017 up till like 2020 where because Black Ops 4 didn't have enough traction and people generally didn't like it as much. There was a period where custom zombies was really the only thing going at the minute.
Yeah.
Keeping it alive. And I'm very thankful for that because I love zombies, the zombies community in terms of like the content people make.
Mm. Absolutely, yeah, of course you would. In any other way, I guess to say, and I think it's gonna be interesting. Like I said, where we're at in the next year. Absolutely, JC. Absolutely. Well, I think we've really covered a lot of that. What else could we be talking about, JC? Have you got anything else?
I do have a couple things. Switch 2 came out yesterday.
Yeah, of course we're going to talk about the Switch 2. How's the Switch 2 treating you, JC?
It's really good. I'm really happy with it.
Do you want to share with the audience what it looks like?
Yeah, let me just get it out.
Interesting. Is it better than obviously? Oh, obviously it's in the case. All right, we got the case. Obviously, this is going to be a bit weird, but I don't really care.
This is the Switch 2.
Just exactly looks like the Switch. You know what it looks like? It looks just like the Switch. The Switch. What do you call it? The Switch Lite, wasn't it? Or the Slim Switch, or whatever.
It looks like a Steam Deck.
A Steam Deck.
It's like a
That's-
skinny. It kind of looks like a skinny Steam Deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a skinny Steam Deck. Yeah,
Fair enough.
that's exactly what I thought when I picked this up. I was like, I really, it feels way too big to be a Switch.
Oh wow. And it's actually really, really good as well that I'm taking, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously it needs more software at the minute. It needs more games to really show off the potential of it.
Yeah.
I've heard very good things about Cyberpunk on it.
Wow.
Yeah, Cyberpunk
Um,
seems to run really well on it, which surprised
Yeah.
me.
Very surprisingly well. I've heard it obviously does have some lighting problems, but that's all I've heard from it.
Obviously, that
Um,
can change with software updates or whatnot.
Well, yeah, it could do, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll just have to see. I mean, I'm very surprised as well that the actual physical cartridge for Cyberpunk isn't a game key card, and literally the whole game is on a cartridge.
Oh, what do you mean, like on a cartridge? Sorry, is it like how it was, like obviously with the regular Switch games? It's like obviously like a little tiny.
Yes,
I guess,
I'll show you.
because I
yeah,
actually
like
haven't
the-
seen this, to be fair.
Like these. Literally, Cyberpunk is on one of these.
That's wild, bro. That's crazy.
But yeah, it's good. It's nice as well playing like Zelda, like Tears of the Kingdom. It's nice playing that at a solid 60 FPS. And obviously you can go up to 120 if you have a 120 hertz monitor, which
Oh,
I
yeah, yeah.
sadly don't. But yeah, it's treating me nicely.
Very good. Very good. I'll be interested to see, obviously, with Switch 2 games, obviously, in the future. I guess we'll wait and see what happens. Who knows? Next Call of Duty will
There
be
is
on the Switch.
the
Yeah.
but to mention that Call of Duty does have a 10-year deal with Nintendo to put COD games on the Switch.
Oh, wow.
So I wouldn't be
really?
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if the next COD gets announced for Switch 2.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be interesting. I'll be very interested to see how that performs.
Because if it can run Cyberpunk, like I was initially when I heard that was a deal that was happening, I was like, that's stupid. The Switch will never run a COD game. But after seeing how it runs Cyberpunk, I'm kind of interested. Like, oh shit, this might actually be possible.
That's insane. Because obviously I know, like, a Steam Deck could play Cyberpunk as well. I know that, like
Yeah,
a Steam Deck doesn't really take that much to, like, it's not like a Switch where it's like a title GameCube. It's literally, it's online and you can physically download it
Yeah.
actually on the Switch or the Steam Deck. Sorry. Saying that as well, I mean, we could talk about the PlayStation Steam Deck controller thing. That, I mean, that one on itself, can obviously
Well,
run pretty well.
yeah.
the PlayStation
actually, yeah, the Portal. I've been wanting to get one of those ever since they added the ability to play PS Plus games on it, like through streaming.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on the fence on whether I actually will get one or not. I might wait for like a pretty good sale on them before I get one.
Fair enough. That's pretty valid.
I've heard it's a nice little quality of life thing to have,
Oh yeah, yeah.
but yeah,
Fairs. Absolutely fairs.
I would be interested.
Interesting. Absolutely interesting. Yeah.
I'm now very excited to see how COD performs on Switch.
It only brings me back to whenever COD was on DS.
Oh, the Black Ops 1.
Yes.
What a classic zombies experience.
It was on Nintendo Wii as well. I was one of those people.
Oh my gosh, it was.
I didn't own Black Ops 1 on the Wii, unfortunately.
It-
As much as I really wanted it.
World at War, COD 4, MW3, and Black Ops 2 as well were on the Nintendo Wii. Oh man.
What a time.
What a time. And you know what? Still to this day, Black Ops 1 on the Nintendo Wii, obviously it had the AUG wall buy on it.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
It was the only rare Easter egg on it, which I thought was really nice.
It's really weird that like that version specifically has the AUG wall buy and just for no reason. Like it just has it and no other version of the game does.
Yeah, but was it Treyarch? Didn't Treyarch like give it to like another developer or something like to physically do
Yeah,
it?
yeah. It was another developer, and I assume all they were really given was just this is the layout of Kino, do that,
Yeah,
and then like it was kind of just up to them to do wall buys and stuff.
because also the wall buys are still the exact same on like
Yeah, yeah.
Black
Pretty
Ops
much
1,
pretty much all of them are the same except for the AUG.
except for the AUG. The AUG was the only thing that they actually added in.
Yeah.
So interesting. Oh wow, good times as well. They were really really fun times. Yeah. Anything else, JC? We could move on to.
I did actually think of a question for you, Tal. I asked the same thing to Cavan, but what does Tal mean?
It's probably a far less interesting story than what Cavern said. It's literally just half of my name.
Oh really?
So
That is
my real name is Turla. So it's
Okay.
literally just the first part of it.
Sure.
Unfortunately, there is no interesting story behind that.
To be fair, that is a sick name though. I can't lie.
Thank you. It is extremely Irish.
I was about to say that. I didn't want to say it at the time. It is. Turla is an Irish name. I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, it's like saying Anya as well. It's another Irish name as well.
Yeah.
Anya or Killian, O'Neill as well is another one. We're giving an Irish lesson. We're giving an Irish lesson here. Oh man. Yeah. Fair enough. It's a far less interesting story, like you said, but fair enough.
Yep.
Moving on. Obviously, you know, I always find this really funny, JC, that probably out of me and Turl, we actually are probably the most two local people as well, because we both live obviously in the north, obviously as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. You know, I always find that mad. Cameron did mention this as well, that we gotta do like an IRL stream or some shit. Just walk around fucking Belfast, be like, "Yo lads!" That'd be funny. Oh, what a video that would be as well. I can already just think of it already.
Oh, that'd be lethal.
It'd be lethal. It would be lethal. Absolutely.
To be fair, I'm still yet to come to Northern Ireland.
Ah, fair.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be something. I'm telling you. A woken IRL meetup. I'm telling you, it needs to happen.
It definitely would be something.
Fucking Resi in the background be like flexes muscles like, right lads, I'm just walking about here. Oh dear, I've just spilled my drink everywhere. Let's fucking go.
Make it happen. Make it happen.
No. I don't know. Shit, I've just spilled like my drink everywhere. Oh no. Oh no. It's fine. Everything's fine. Let me just put some pieces of paper down. Paper fixes everything here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Oh yeah, people sort it.
I'm actually not even kidding
A
you.
little bit of plenty or something.
Yeah, that's fine. Everything's fine. Sorry. Anyway, Cameron, make it happen as well. That's all I have to say.
Exactly. You know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Whilst I'm trying to figure this out, what is the next topic then, Mr. GC? Oh god. What's happened here? Why is the Discord call like instantly just shut the bed here? JC!
Oh.
I think he disconnected.
Oh dear.
Let's fucking go. We love it. This has already been a mess of the podcast, but I've actually really enjoyed it at the same time.
Oh yeah, it's been a good chat. Yeah.
Let's go on light as well.
There he
is. JC!
Hello.
Hello.
There he is.
Welcome
He's back. What shall we...
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Question, who's the best over you on COD? Josh, my brother. Yeah, we figured that. Who's the best? Me. No cap.
On God.
Who's the best out of us on COD? Obviously me.
Stop lying. We all know that's a lie.
See, he knows it's me. So
I have the records to back it up.
We made records.
That-
Wait, hang on a minute here. No.
I used to have the records to back it up.
Oh well, yeah.
you're the
Hang on a minute, I'll just gotta fix this and see what's happening with the stream here. Oh, there we go. We're back. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. So obviously, JC, me and you, obviously, we done the records or something, and then we got like 5th place until Odin came in and absolutely shut the bed with us. He made
Yeah,
it so
he
easy.
came in and he got like, what was it, second place?
Second place, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that doesn't count. I mean, I definitely had a few MW3 records, even though that definitely doesn't count.
Yeah, thanks, Logan. Josh is the best.
Not true. Yeah, absolutely right. Well, obviously, well, do you want to move to the Q&A questions?
If you've got any.
Let me see what we're like. Let's see where we're at. I just gotta, switch over and see what.
And we'll see if we haven't touched on them before.
Absolutely nothing. All right, there we go. It's all right. I'm sure we could just leave that bit out. It's okay. It doesn't really matter. What about you, the chat? What do we reckon? Do you have any questions for us? I'll scroll up here and just see if we've missed any. Odin was in the chat as well. I did say that.
Odin was in the chat. To be fair, if Odin was in the chat, he'd probably be like, "When are you guys getting me on the podcast?"
Yeah. It was. That was the first thing he said. 20 years.
Literally, the first thing he said was, "It's been 20 years."
Yeah. It'll happen at some stage.
Honestly, no. Next podcast, we need to get Odin on.
Oh, I know.
Right, we can't leave it any longer.
Yeah. It's gonna happen.
Will eventually. Sorry, Odin.
He said BO4 equals BO3 at this point for me. I mean, fair enough. Okay, gotta have that, but I think that's right about everything. Alright, chat, nothing else then? Have we got nothing else then? Unless if we've run out of conversation, have we? To talk about?
Who's the most?
Who's the most? Oh.
Who's the most Sigma?
Me. I reckon it's me. Can't lie. I am pure Sigma. Yeah, I think we've run out of conversation, to be honest. Unless JC, if you got anything to choose or wrap anything up here.
I think I've said what I need to say. And I will say actually one more thing before we go. I am currently taking sign-ups for the Shaolin Shuffle fan club.
Oh god.
So.
Yeah.
Yo,
bro.
you a Shaolin Shuffle enjoyer?
Yeah, I am.
Let's go.
I love it.
fucking love Shaolin Shuffle.
It's so good.
I love it. I love Infinite Warfare in general. Fucking I was
too.
I was originally just because it was cool to hit on the game. So I just I didn't bother playing it. I just played Call of 4 Remastered instead. Went back to Infinite Warfare like a couple of years later and was like, holy shit, this game's fucking banging. I'm an idiot. I should never have hit it on this.
To be fair, I was a bit of a hater on the last two maps.
Yeah.
But the rest of it, brilliant. I love it.
So good.
I mean, Infinite Warfare to me in general was just a wee bit of a question mark to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I did like Spaceland. Spaceland.
Oh yeah. Spaceland is like a goated map.
Raven of the Redwoods was really fun as well. Talk about The Walking Dead? No, just no, because that'll just be just a different episode on its own.
No, we've got to get going now, Logan.
Yeah, because obviously I needed to change over, figure out what the hell's going on with this fucking PC, and obviously get ready for the next one. You can ask these questions obviously at the next one. The next live stream that we do in the next hour gives us a bit of an hour break, but obviously, Tarl, you said you had to go at like 9 o'clock or whatnot, where
yeah, I gotta get going shortly anyway.
Yeah. Obviously,
Also, I know nothing about Walking Dead, so
there we go. soon.
When's the next stream? I will let you know, Logan. I will let you know.
I don't know. Tarl, anything else to say? If you would like to add anything.
Actually, I want to ask you one more thing.
Mhm.
Yep.
So I told you my favorite zombies map, which was obviously a bit of a controversial take. So I kind of want to throw the same question back at you.
What?
Me? The best zombie swap of all time is, of course, the Rising track. I'm sorry, you just still can't beat it, bro. You know, castle vibes. We've got the fucking bows. We've got the fucking best Easter egg. We've got the fucking best boss fight. It's still the best. You can't beat it. But if we're talking controversial styles, Dead of Night. It's just that.
The Rising Drake's definitely a solid pick. It's a sort of respectable one.
Yeah, no, nothing's been the Rising Drac. Sorry.
I keep going back and forth between mine. I love Goro Krovi.
Oh yeah.
That is easily a top 3 map. It's either that or it's Mob of the Dead. As much as I think gameplay wise, I prefer Blood of the Dead. I think just the themes and the I actually prefer the characters of Mob of the Dead as well.
Sure.
It's such an atmospheric map, and I love it so much. So I'd say my top 3 is probably Gorod Krobi number 1, then Mob of the Dead, then Shadows of Evil.
That's pretty valid, to be honest. That's fair.
Yeah, some pretty solid choices.
Last thing, everyone is very, very Sigma Boy. Yeah, okay. Anyway, on that bombshell of a note, Charles, thank you so much for coming on for this weird technical.
No problem. Thank you for having me on.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
I'm sure we'll have you on again some point in the near future again if you're willingly willing to come back on.
Of course. It's been a good chat. Oh yeah, hopefully next time there'll not be technical difficulties and such.
Because it's been a bit of a bullshit one. Yeah, sorry, that's my fault. I put my hand up. I am the Sigma person here. Yep. It's my fault. Point your fingers at me. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna fix it for obviously. Yeah. So obviously, yeah. Thank you so much, Turl. JC.
Yeah. Shallon Shuffle Fan Club.
Shallon Shuffle Fan Club. You've been watching the High Ground Zombies podcast live on YouTube. Please remember to like, subscribe. I'll do that favor. You know where to find everyone. Which I'll hopefully edit and do all that shit. You'll see Turl. Follow him live on TikTok or follow him on TikTok, Twitter. You know, all that good stuff. It's all down below in the description. I think it should be. No, it's not. Whatever. I'll fix that. It should be all there. Hopefully when I try to fix it. Yeah, but yeah, everyone should be there. Everyone's all be good. You've been watching the High Ground Zombies podcast. Please do join the next 2 hours. You know, on my personal channel, me and JC will be back live again in the next 2 hours for Summer Game Fest.
We will be. Yeah, Summer Game. I've got a lot of expectations from Summer Game Fest. So
yeah, hopefully everything should be fine for that. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna figure this out for the next 2 hours. You've been watching the High Ground Zombies podcast. And with other than that, we'll see you guys all next time.
au revoir.